So hello everyone, welcome back to Programming Knowledge. So guys, in today's video, we will be learning how to implement email and password authentication in Flutter using Firebase. So guys, in this, we are in a series. So this is the third video in the series. In previous two videos, I teach you how to set up Firebase using Firebase console and how to set up Firebase using command line interface. So you can see this is a third video of how to implement Firebase email and password authentication in Flutter. So without wasting any time, let's move on to our today's topic. So go to your browser, search for Firebase console. After that, scroll a bit and go to this link and open this. After opening this, so in the last video of when I taught you how to set up Firebase using CLI, I show you how to create this application. So I'm going on this app, and now we are going to add the authentication. So how to add this? Go to build. Over there, you can see the third option, authentication. Over here. Just click on that. After clicking on that, click over get started. After that, click on email or password and enable this and just save it. So now you can see the email or password is enabled. So our work on the Firebase console is completed. Now let's go to Android Studio. So this is the app which we created in the last time. So right now I am going to add one package, and this package is called FirebaseAuth. Flutter Verb add. We need FirebaseAuth so it's done. Let's just Flutter Verb get. So our Firebase Auth is also completed. So in this video, I will be showing you how to create an account, like how to create an account, basically an account. So let me just first remove the unnecessary codes. This is the unnecessary codes right now, and just remove this also. Let's call this set. So in the lib folder, I will be creating two Dart files. Register, log, and one more home file. So in the register, register page extends status register. Similarly, onto the main, we will first write register page. So now we will be requiring another package, and this time this package is just for developing purpose. Device preview. So now what this package will do? This package will just allow user to view the smartphone screen on the web page. Let me just show you. In this, instead of my app, right over here, device preview, then contacts, and done. Now you can see. Just save it, and over here you can see it will run. See, this view we can get. Just close this for now, and in this we will be removing this banner. How to remove this? Write debug show check mode banner to false. Save this and reload it. So you can see it's removed. So let me just quickly design the register page and login page. For now. So now you can see this. If I didn't put email, so it will say enter all the fields. If I write email, then it will, and without email, so it will still say. And if all the fields are there and I click, so it will say register. So now it's done. So similarly, I will create for the login page also. So now you can see when we will click on this, so it will change and it will change. So it's done on the both of the sides. So similarly, let's just create a single home page for this also. Just copy all this. So now you can see our design is successful. So now what we are going to do next? We are going to add the functionality. So now how to add the functionality? Let's just check this. So in first we will be in the register part. So how to do? Come onto this page and remove this. And over here we will be write FirebaseAuth dot instance dot create user with email and password. Understood? We will be writing FirebaseAuth dot instance dot create user with email and password. And over here we will pass the mail which we fetched from the controller, and over here we will pass the password which we fetched. Once it's done, we will use then parameter, then function. Once it's done, let's just for now show that register successfully. After that, just go to the login page after registering. Then, so in this much only our account will be created, but this process may take some time to just add a await in front of that and make the class on press async. So this is how we can register the user. Let me just show you. So enter all. Let's go and let's save it. Now go to the class. Over here, I will be passing 123@gmail.com. In the password, I will be writing 12345 and will click on register. So if the register is successful, then we will get the message, and if it isn't, so we won't get it. So now what we are going to do? We are going to make all of this inside the try catch. Over here we write error and we will just print the error. In the try box we will be using Firebase Auth instance. Now let's just enter the email ID and a password. Click on register. So now you can see it's showing register successful. So now let's just go to Firebase console, go to authentications. Over here you can see the user is added. So this is how we can add users in the Firebase. So let's go to this. Instead of showing it so let's just go to logging now. Similarly with logging also. Just go and write try. Just write catch for now. And just go to print and we will print the error. Okay. So in the try block, what we are going to do? We are going to use FirebaseAuth.instance sign in. This is more convenient, and similarly we can use that method. Just write then method to show the snack bar of logging successful and also navigator dot push replacement, and this time it will go to home page. In the home page we require to change this. Okay, and over here we will import the package, and over here we have to convert this to password and this to mail. So done. So just save this. Go to the app. So let's create a random ID abc@def dot and password will be abcdefg. Okay, this is the email and the password. We will register. So now you can see it's showing us register successfully. So what was the password? abc@def.com. This was the email ID, and the password was abcdefg, right? Okay, G. Then click on login. So you can see we successfully come onto our home page. Now over here you can see our creating a user and logging, both the functionalities are ready, and this is the email and password authentication is ready. Today's topic is over. Thank you.